Another category of persons you should be very mindful of when contracting with are illiterate persons. These people are protected by our law because of their circumstance. They can easily be defrauded, they can easily be exploited. That is why the law protects them. So when you're doing certain transactions with them, you have to apply caution, else you'll be the one to lose. Yes, you may lose, especially when it has to do with written agreements. If it is oral contract, you don't have a problem. They will be liable just like every other normal person. But when it has to do with written agreements, written documents, anything in writing, you need to apply caution. So some contracts with this set of people cannot be enforced. Even if you try to enforce it, you will still lose. The matter will not be decided in your favor. Just like minors that I talked about in the other video. If you didn't see the video, you can go and check it out. So when you're dealing with illiterates, you have to apply caution. This is what the law say you should do. If it has to do with a written agreement, anything in writing that involves them, the law demands that you read that document very well to their understanding. Read it, interpret it for them in the language that they understand before they can sign it. If you don't do that, that contract will not bind them. So who loses in that case? You. So if it involved money, you cannot recover it from them. They are protected. Now, another thing you have to understand is that illiterate in this sense does not only mean someone who cannot read or write. It also means someone who understands a particular language but does not understand the language in which the content of that document is written in. So if someone understands English perfectly and a document is written in maybe French, that person does not understand French. So the law demands you have to explain to the person that is signing it, explain it, read it and explain it. Look for an interpreter to interpret it in the language that the person will understand. Failure to do that, OT law. You cannot enforce that kind of contract. So you have to be very, very mindful when dealing with these people. The first one I mentioned, minors. This one, illiterate persons. There are other ones. So for some people who likes taking advantage of people like that, just know that if it gets to that point where you have to go to court, you will not win. You will lose. So always do the right thing. I hope this helps.